When we met, it was at a Stranger Things party, and I had been invited by one of her friends to go. So I got together with a couple of my friends, and one of them decided to be 11, and I was going to be Dr. Brenner. So I got like white spray paint and had my hair white and everything, and was wearing a white lab coat from the OChem lab that I was in.
Me and my girlfriends dressed in hazmat suits because that was the only thing we could find. And then Steven was dressed as Dr. Brenner, so he looked all cute in a little lab coat, and I looked so hideous. But we met that night, and I just thought he was super cute.
She loves people more than I don't know, anyone can really imagine. I feel like she's always looking for ways to serve her friends or please people, make other people happy, and she always is looking for ways to show her love to me, and I've always really admired that about her, that like no matter how deserving someone is of her love, she always just gives it anyway, and I've definitely appreciated that, and it was something I noticed from the beginning.
He is just so obvious about the way he feels about me, and was always like that right from the beginning. And I just knew immediately that he was into me and that he really liked me and wanted to spend time with me. And that's exactly how I feel about him, and so it's really good to know that those feelings are reciprocated. Knew that I loved Steven or was falling in love with him when I first saw him perform with his band one night. And he invited me to his little show at the Wall, and I was there with some friends, and I just remember looking at him as he was performing, and he was so happy, and I was just swooning. It's so cliche.
I remember I said it, and she kissed me and didn't say anything, and I was like, okay, you're gonna say it back or no? And then she's like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, I love you, I promise, and stuff. And then I felt a little better. Then I was not super worried, okay, maybe she doesn't really love me.
It's December 22nd, and I had just kind of spent the night with him and his family, and he had a little party with all of his friends, and I was just watching him all night long, and I just could not contain my love for him. And I was like, I'm going to tell this kid that I love him by the end of the night. Even if he doesn't, because I wanted him to say it first, but I was just desperate to say it because that's just how I felt. And I remember we were watching It's a Wonderful Life, and he said it first, and he was sick, and so he had this raspy voice, and it was so cute, but he told me he loved me, and I just was so happy that he said it, and I immediately said it back, and it was a really, really good day.